Welcome to Creative Vision Studio, and today I'm going to be showing you how I did this nice photo in our movie Clash of Power. So I would just like you to sit back while I take you through and teach you how to do something like this. You can still be creative on your own. So if you have not liked, share, and subscribe, please do. It helps the channel to grow and also helps the channel gain more attention to those who might also need this content. So please support us, and I will really appreciate. So the first thing I did, as you can see, though this is not the best photo ever, but I did is a little bit creative and nice. So, and as you can see, this from the movie, if you really do watch the movie. So, and there's a lot here, as you can see, from this effect right here. So it's something that you can still be careful when you're doing yours, and you can notice and take care of it. So the first thing I did is to get the backplate of this footage. Okay, so from the backplate, that's where I started building up the effects I want and things I want them to be inside this effect. Inside this photo. So I started from the background, and which is the clean play, which is something advisable for anybody to do when you're shooting something like this. So you have to fall back to, and always shoot on tripod. You can add camera movements anytime you want. So I added shockwaves. Okay, so shockwaves are the first thing I added to create this photo atmosphere. So as you can see right away, those are the things behind the scene right now. So if I should turn this one down, you can see we have our photo right here, and this photo, they're just shockwaves. Okay, sorry, these are just shockwaves. Sorry to say, these are just shockwaves I'm using. So to create the entrance of this photo effect, you can create shockwave in After Effects. So there are many tutorials out there to do that using particle and also using other tools, so you can quickly do it. So when we enter the shockwave right here, I just have a few things here and I stack them up to make sure that they are good enough to go for me. So that's what I have right here. So I just I added a VC color vibrance, which is free. You can get it free. So, and I set the color to this mode right here. So if I just click and we have this right here. So you can see the color code right here. Then I still have to tint it towards that direction again, because I'm having this purple kind of vibe. Then I have to tint it. So your own shockwave might be different. Then you just have to know what to do at this point. Then I just have to stack them all up so I have something visible and nice to go with, and that is what I use in the opening of my photo. So as you can see right here, it's just blended with the sky. Okay, so the next thing I have to do right here again is to bring in the photo part, and that is this part where I have this right here. So if I should turn this off, and you are seeing this right away. So this is animated in Cinema 4D using clones. So I made this animation in Cinema 4D using clones. So in case you don't know Cinema 4D, you can also do this in Blender. Okay, so you just have to use spline and every other thing else, and use array to align them, and you can still get this effect done. So that's what I use, and this is showing the beginning of the portal, and this animation is showing how the portal is opening, and it remained that way for a while. So that is what I did right away here. So if I should bring this back and also bring this back, so now at this point, this is what you are having right away here, just these two things, and it's not enough, but we are building it. So the next thing I did is to add uh, a cloud glow. Okay. Now this cloud glow I added is, as you can see, it's adding this energy, this kind of serious forceful energy in this. And if we are going to take other things down, you will see that we are having this kind of activeness in the cloud, okay, showing that this is cool. And I don't know how to explain it, but I just hope you get what I'm trying to say. So when you're having the spotter, so it is electrified at this moment, it is active, it is powerful at this moment. So these are the beams that help us read that meaning into it. Okay, and as you can see, we have, if I turn on the background right there, you can see them in the sky. Okay, so we're having this all around, okay, giving us this randomness and giving us this active look of the bottle. So if I should switch every other thing back on, you can see we're having them just all together. So I look at the background, you can see them right there. It made this lively, it makes the portal lively. Yeah, that's one the message I'm trying to pass. Sorry for that. So the next thing I did is to create, if I turn this on, these are the characters. Okay, these are the characters. So based on this is not directed for such a portal like this, but this was directed for another thing. So but I just had to use my creative directory to get this done, but I'll show you how I did it. So at this point, we're having this character here. You might be thinking this is not blending, this is not going the way I thought it is, or it's not going the way I imagine. So but don't worry, sit tight, you will get the whole gist of it. So as we go on, the next thing I added is the ground hook. Okay, I call it the ground hook. So that is this little, let me give you these colors. The ground hook is anamorphic lens, and this anamorphic lens is animated by the offset here, so and also the position. So that is what I did right away. So I animated the offset and position, and the offset gives us each different kind of lens. As you can see, at the beginning we are having few, and when this is descending, it is we're having more. So this is used as a transport. Okay, this anamorphic lens is used as a transport at this point to bring down these characters, as you can see right away. So to bring down these characters, and that is the story it is telling here, and it is also nice and cool. So that's what I did right here, and you can see the effect right here, anamorphic lens flare, and I animated the offset, and I also animated the position. So I added a curve to it and to dial it down a little bit, and I also added a deep glow which sells everything. Deep glow is a nice plugin. I advise you to go and get it. So the next thing we have here is the striking beams. Okay, so when this portal came down, have beams like electrical beams. Okay, so and if I should open this right here, now you can see our electrical beams, right? So I place them around this portal to also give us this kind of look that actually something is descending. Okay, and it is cool. So once we go back, we're having this right away. Okay, so we're having the beams right away when the portal is good, and you can see the beams dropping down, and they are all blending together. So then we have our characters here. So while we are still building this up, the next thing I added is a ground hook. Okay, so as you can see, there's nothing at the middle of this portal. As you can see, look at the portal hole. So there's nothing there, there's nothing active there. So I added this energy there to give us this expression that actually there's something emitting from this portal, there's something coming down from this portal, and that is what I did right away there. So which is very, very nice and cool. So I just added something else, which is also same kind of portal look we have, but this time I duplicated it and I added a radial blur to it and set the amount to 53. I set it to zoom, okay, not spin. I set it to zoom, and once I get exactly what I'm looking for, then I set it back to if I should turn this off right away, this is what we're having right away. So I added a vector blur. So this vector blur is giving us this nice and soft flow around this portal. So, and that is what I did, and I set it to natural, I set it to green. So this is also how right away here. And once I turn on the rest, and I blend them all together, and you are going to see how it blends with the sky right away. Then, so if I should turn on the rest of the effects, you can see they are all blending in just fine. So this is what I did with that part, and now we're having this soft edge blending with every other thing in the background, and that is what I did in this aspect. So let me just turn off the rest for now. So this is small, but it is active, it is something cool, it's just like a spark. So I added it in the portal so that we can you may not notice it, but it is contributing to the effect right away. So this is nice, and it's all at the inside the portal, so sending us the message that something is actually dropping down. So there is something nice there to have. And if I should turn on the rest, you can see how little it is, but it is contributing large to the portal effectiveness. So look at the effect right away here. So what the next thing I did here is to create a ground beam. Okay, so there won't be a nice effect without an interaction, a communication with the atmosphere or the ground. So I created this interaction between the both of them, this and this is the ground beam. So when this energy descends, it spreads and drop down these people. So this is what I did exactly at this point. So what I did is to create this ground beam, I have arcs, okay, electrical arcs over here, and that's exactly what I did. But after this, I pumped it and I added a deep glow to it. So after I added a deep glow, if I turn off this mesh, you can also see they are just arcs with glows. Then I added a mesh warp. So I use this mesh warp to 7 rows and 7 columns to distort this to the point I want. And as you can see how I did this, so you can just play with the mesh and set it to the location you want and add direct it. So that is what I did at this point, and we're having this kind of energy flow naturally coming from the butter to the ground. So that's what I did at this point. So this, just when you're creating things like this, you just have to be cool with them, I mean creative with them, so you have something cool. So the next thing I added, they are just I'm just going to follow this right away. So you see this. These are energy warps from the portal. So I added it to blend it more with the atmosphere right away. So these are also very important that you notice them and add this element gradually, little by little. That they all contribute to the effect. So they are also, as you can see right now, we're having this warp, making it, adding this depth to it, okay, adding this feeling of depth to it, and this is the job it is doing, adding this feeling of depth to it, so everything doesn't just lie on the surface of the sky and this to that. So it's actually created a depth, and when these characters are all coming down and with this huge light face we have, then as you can see, it's all blended well. So I added two. Okay, I added two, one at the beginning and one continues. Okay, so that's what I did. So the next thing I added right here is the dust wave. So when this energy hits the ground, what happens is also part of the interaction. What happens, I create the waves, okay, these dust waves, and it shows the character. Okay, so this is where I stopped, and this is how art directed this thing. So it might not be the best. There's a lot to be improved here, both the effect and every other thing. But for beginners and those who are trying to create such effect, this is how you start. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification button. And I will see you next time in my next video. Bye.